I'm just kind of wiggling my brush. You put the music on, you just go. So with abstracts, you can just have fun playing with watercolor, paint, strokes, all that good stuff. I'm using Baohong 100% cotton cold pressed paper. This is a 7 by 10 inch block. I'll start with using some flat wash brush. This is a Princeton 3/4 inch velvet touch series. You can get a 3/4 inch brush anywhere. And just think about the sky, the land. You don't have to draw everything in. You can play with just moving the paint around, all that good stuff. So I'm just going to loosen up some paint here. I've got some ultramarine blue deep and a little bit of cobalt. I like the cobalt color too. Let's get them really kind of loose, just to get them ready to go. I use holbein paints. Sometimes I use Daniel Smith, but mostly holbein. Okay, and I'm going to grab, I think, a bigger brush. Yes, this like 2 inch, just a big brush. I'm going to wet the top half. So I'm going to figure, like, you can go either go all the way down to like 3/4 or 1/4, but I'm going to kind of go down to 3/4. So maybe my sky is more important. I don't know. We'll play around. I'm not sure yet. Get that all wet. And then we're going to just bleed in some color. And tilt it. I'm going to turn it upside down this way and tilt it. So the sky is going to go this way. I'm just moving the paint downward like you see here. Generally when I paint a sky, I paint it the opposite way, but we're doing abstract. We're having fun. I'm going to get a little bit thicker with my paint. I'm just changing things up. See, you can make the sky like right there. You can make it even bolder. You can add some like darker tones. If I added burnt sienna here, and then we got gray. You can play with this. Make this a little bit different. So I've got some bright blue and some gray. If I spray it and just move the paint, you really get a good spray. Just look at that. It's like surfing on the paper. It's like surfing, right? So it's an abstract. Your sky doesn't have to be like this one particular way with clouds or whatever. You move it around like that. Ooh, it's like surfing. Kind of fun, right? Keep moving it, keep moving it. Filling it up. And you get some kind of really cool effects. That could be my sky. So for my ground, I'm going to grab my cadmium yellow deep, mixing in those colors. Maybe I'll add some Prussian blue to make it a brighter color. Now it's not really wet down here, somewhat. I'll start to throw some of this color in, kind of saturated, pretty thick, right? You can keep it straight across. I'm going to add more yellow. You can add like a mountain here coming down. And you don't have to fill the whole entire paper in. So now I'm going to just clean off my brush, grab some clear water, just kind of whip it down this way. See if I like that. Because I'm just playing. That's all it's about, playing. Now it's pretty wet here and there. Grab my Prussian blue, pretty thick, a little bit of burnt umber. We could play with putting some trees in here, like abstract trees. Turning, twisting our brush. And then bleeding up, right? Add a little color. I'm going to grab some more burnt umber. Maybe add the color here too. We're just having fun with this. There's no right or wrong way to play with this. It's all about having fun with abstract. I'm going to go back down here and just kind of wiggle some more color. Right, and maybe I'll add some more green here. Maybe I'll add a tree kind of coming up here. Right, I could do like an evergreen type tree. So I just make that line and kind of just put some dashes out this way. And we've got an evergreen tree. Thick paint. Thicker paint. I'm just tapping and turning my brush. A little bit darker tree there. These kind of just turned into a blob. So if I pull up the lines here, I can turn those kind of into a tree too. It's a little funky. A little bit different. I might grab my 8 long round brush and then pull that up and then do some wiggles. So the paint is fairly thick. It's still very, very, very wet and damp here. And you're just going to do that line and just like little lines out this way and that way with thick paint. If it's thinner, it's going to really bleed. We're not going for that. So it's semi-abstract. You can kind of recognize these are trees. Those were blobs. We're taking them from blobs to like pine trees. Still kind of blobby there. I'll just go back and forth like this. Now we're doing some abstract mountain type trees. Kind of fun. It's drier over here, so you can easily just go like this on this section. And down here. Getting a little bit more brown. The burnt umber in there. Just lying down and kind of wiggling back and forth. Look at that. That abstract kind of cool sky. Very interesting. So down here we can pretend like there's like mountain flowers. I'm gonna move in some yellow and maybe some burnt sienna. Some like different type of green, kind of an olivey green. And I'm holding my brush like a baton. It's still very damp. I'm gonna wait till it dries a little bit more. And I want to separate these two areas, so I am gonna do a thing called lifting. So I cleaned up my brush, my flat wash brush. It's still damp. And I'm just going to go over here, glide across the paper, and then pick up the paint and tap it back on the paper towel. That section. So now you see how you can really see the difference between the two sections? That is called lifting. And I'm just going to move some of this paint around here. So we kind of lifted that paint, so yeah, now you have like a differentiation line between the two of the areas. And I have to wait till this kind of stuff dries before I start going in here, because if I do that now, it's just going to bleed and I want it to dry. So now it's dry. We can play with, I'm going to grab some more burnt sienna here, putting in some grasses and just kind of like foliage and stuff like that here. And again, I'm holding like a baton, like I said, and just kind of wiggling my brush. You put the music on, you just go like that, right? Grasses. You'd see the grasses in the front. You wouldn't see them in the back. And if you want a bolder color, it's very muted. If you want a bit more brighter, I suggest using this color Peacock Blue from Holbein and yellow, and you get a nice bright green, maybe a little bit more yellow, vibrant Kelly yellow green. And again, just going like this, and you can drag it all the way off the paper. The grasses go way up here too, way up high. Like you're in the foreground, that's in the background. And I'm going to add some deeper color because I want some deeper color in the front. So I'll grab some more Prussian blue and burnt umber. You can bleed some of that color in these areas a little bit down this way. You can have an unexpected color. There is a color that I love to use. This is a cobalt turquoise. It might be dried up, but it's a little bit here. Let me see if I can activate it here. It's next to my gouache, so it might be tricky to activate it. But I love this color. And you can just kind of drop some turquoise in there. This is the unexpected part of being a little bit abstract. Just throwing in some color too. Unexpected color. Right? We can just throw some unexpected color up in here. And now I want to just, you can put some nice flowers in there. Right in here. Maybe get a little bit damper by adding a little bit light wash and around here, because I want to just throw in some white gouache. Not this brush. I'm going to activate the gouache here, or just use some new gouache. Come on, activate. And I splatter a little bit, and it kind of does this really great dissipate thing where it dissipates and creates really kind of cool texture. Now this is fairly wet, like watercolor, and I want it a little bit thicker. So it'd be best if it came right out of the tube, but I could put some more in here, but I'm going to play around with it a little bit. So now you can slightly move it. The consistency is like almost right out of the tube for watercolor. And I do like a little thing here. Close to it. Splat, splat, splat. Now, I don't want to get up to here too much. Shoot. You should cover up the top. So I'll take a paper towel or a piece of paper. See, I got those spots there. I don't want to get the spots up in there. So I only want it down here. And I kind of always slap on top of another brush. Look at that. That's kind of cool, right? I also think a yellow would be nice. You could either tap some of the yellow in there. So I'm taking it right out of the tube. Activation. Or, again, splatter some of it. You could even splatter some of the green. A little bit more blue. They're all going to kind of blend together. I'm going to go push down really hard close to it. You can see that the white of the gouache is kind of moving the paint around. Look at that. And it will dry lighter. It just creates this kind of funky texture. You can also take the gouache and just kind of tap some of it in. Even up and around here, like flowers. Just tapping. And create this really kind of fun, abstract mountain. It kind of looks like nighttime, doesn't it? Oop, I got some paint up there. Didn't mean to do that. Gonna grab some more yellow. Put the yellow up in here. Really kind of quick, easy, and fun. You get this little mountain abstract landscape. And I love the sky. You see how I just kind of moved it around like it was surfing. So it's a surfer dude sky. So it's kind of fun, right? You got to play with that. I love playing with abstract. There's so many ways you can just play around with the color. Like I said, wait till it dries and we can add a little bit. You see it's kind of like a little soupy here. I might just tap it a little bit. And you can create some really cool effects when the gouache is wet and this is damp, wet on wet. Going in here, when it dries, you can go back in and add the really right out of the tube white, so it looks like flowers. But I love that the two effects of that. Let me know your thoughts. Super fun, isn't it? I think so. So much fun to play with abstracts. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know. I love playing with abstracts. If you're a Patreon member, you get the additional tutorial of the low country abstract, surfing with the paint. Click the link in the description box below to join my Patreon. You get first dibs on watercolor workshops and retreats and exclusive tutorials that are not on YouTube but are an hour long with reference photo and traceables. And it's where you support my free content here on YouTube, which I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below and take care, and I'll speak to you soon.